I'm going to show you how to drive properly so that you can pass your driving test first time. Let's go. So right now we've parked behind this car. It's quite close, and you want to do this carefully enough so that we don't hit this car and so that we don't fly out into the other side. So I'm going to do my checks, put a signal on as well. I see a nice clear gap. Steer loads while controlling my clutch, and then once I'm out, steer back to the left, add lots of gas, and then change into second. Okay, so now this road is a 30. I can see there's a bend coming up. I could go into third, but it doesn't make sense to right now, because if I do that, I'm gonna have to deal with quite a few things here. In some cars you might want to be in third here, but this car can handle it quite well in second. You can see the arrow telling me to go into third, but I'm using my eyes to see what's ahead and deciding whether to use third or not. So right now I'm still in second, braking gently down this hill now. I can see there's lots of cars coming towards us. They don't have much space because of the parked cars on their side, so I'm going to use my side a bit more to give them a bit more space so that we can share the road a bit more. What you see a lot of learners do here is they'll stay in this position here even though the oncoming cars. That's a bit unfair. Make sure you keep to more left so they can share the road with them, because they're expecting that from you. Here we're going to turn left. We can only turn left here. The car in front is indicating right. I'm not sure where they're going to go because they can't turn right here. They might be turning left with us as well, so we'll keep an eye out on that. Now this lane here should be turning left in the left lane, but sometimes cars in that lane there, they'll aim for the middle lane. So as I'm turning, I'm going to make sure that I check my left mirror. Okay, so now the lights are changing. Off my brake, add some gas, bring the clutch to the biting point, and then I'm checking that left mirror as I'm turning. I'm going to aim for the middle lane. Red lights ahead, so no need for me to go fast over there. So I'm just going to keep it in first and slow. What you see lots of learners doing here is they'll rush to get here and then brake really hard. There's no need to do that. If you can already see that there's traffic that's stationary because of a red light, just approach it slowly and it's going to be a lot smoother for you. So now the lights are changing. Clutch, add some gas. Clutch up all the way then into second. The light is green for us. You can see the arrows pointing in our direction, so therefore we know that it's green for us, even though there's a red light next to it. It's a 50 here, so I don't want to go too slowly. I'm building up my speed really quickly by staying in the lower gears and adding lots of gas. What you see lots of learners doing is they'll use little gas and then they'll go too slowly. So here if I was to go faster, I could go past this car, but this speed is okay. But what you don't want to do is undertake this car. This person shouldn't be there right now. There's no need for them to be in the middle lane. They should be in the left lane, but we can't then go past them using the left lane unless they're going slowly because of traffic. So now that we're approaching a set of lights, I'm going to check my center mirror and start braking nice and early. The light is green, so hopefully I'm not going to have to do too much here, but I might go into second. I'm thinking about it, but let's see what happens. So now the RPMs are quite low. I'm deciding when I tap the gas a bit, it's a bit rumbly, so I'm going to go into second, add some gas while bringing the clutch up as well, then add lots of gas. If this bus started indicating, I wouldn't let it out, because on a dual carriageway, buses should wait for us because it's a fast road. You shouldn't really be stopping for buses unless you've seen them from far away and you can slow down in time and let them come out. You don't need to stop for buses on dual carriageways like you would do on normal roads. So now I can see the speed limit is dropping down to 40. Yeah, keeping an eye on my speed. I'm still in third right now because I'm going up this hill and people are slowing down as well. You see people panic, or learners panicking about what gear they should be in. If the car feels smooth, if the car feels comfortable in that gear, don't stress too much. You're not gonna get marked down because you're in third when you should be in fourth on your test anyway. So just be relaxed about it, and then when you feel the car, okay, now it needs the next gear, then you do it in a nice comfortable way. So right now I've done that whole road pretty much in third and it's been fine. And approaching this lights, I could go back into second and then first, but there's no need to do that since everyone is stopping. So I'm just gonna put my clutch down and brake gently. And then once I've stopped, these lights take quite long, so I'm gonna go into neutral and put my handbrake on as well, and then just relax my feet for a second. I'm gonna keep an eye out on the lights or keep an eye out on the people in front of me so that when they start moving, I can start preparing. So I can see the light changing, all the brake lights are coming off. So I go into first, get my biting point first before I do anything else, and then add some gas, handbrake down, clutch up smoothly. And I'm not rushing it, even though it's a 40, there's a van in front of me going kind of slow. Keeping an eye on the lights so in case they change to red before I get there, but they're staying green so I can carry on. So this van in front is going quite slow, and everyone's going quite slow actually. So I'm not going to be in a rush here, even though it's 40. The next traffic lights, I want to turn right. So I don't want to leave this too late. I want to start changing lanes from now. Once I know I'm turning right, or once you hear the instruction from the examiner, you want to start moving over to the right when it's safe. So check my mirror, signal right. Do my little blind spot because I saw a car coming. I thought they were changing lanes. And then now I'm in the middle lane. I still want to be to the right. See a nice space there. So I go into this lane. Thanks so much, sir. And I'm gonna keep my signal on because it's quite close to the turn anyway. So just so these people know I'm turning right. The lights are changing to red anyway, so I'm just gonna slow down. And once I can see a space, I'm positioning myself all the way to the right anyway. And if this space wasn't big enough for me to squeeze through, I'm gonna wait here because I don't wanna scratch this car and I don't wanna scratch the pavement. So once this person moves forward a bit, I'll go into that right hand side. If you're comfortable to go through, let's say you know that there's enough space, then do it. But if you're unsure, just wait where you are. Okay, so now I can wait here. So you see these lights are separate. So their light is green, but our one is red. This is an easy mistake that some learners can make because they see people next to them start moving, so they think it's time for them to move as well. Keep an eye on your lights that are in front of you, and if they're red, make sure you stay still until they go to green. So I've got my handbrake on and I'm in neutral right now, but I don't want to take too long to move off. So once I see those cars stopping, I'm going to start preparing my car because I don't want to start preparing once it goes to green because that's going to take too much time, especially if you're not experienced. So like now I can't tell if they're stopping or not because of traffic or because of the lights, so I'm going to go into first just in case our light starts to change. Got my clutch down all the way. I hear lots of people commenting that by doing this I'm damaging my clutch. I've had this car for a long time. This car is almost, it's 10 years old, this car, and the clutch is still fine. So now those cars have stopped, our light should be changing soon. So biting point, and then make sure that it's safe. Go around this car and then carry on. If this light was red, I would have to stop here as well, because some people get confused there. Because there was a line next to the lights, that means that light applies to us if it was red. Because it's green, I can carry on. And then now I'm off the dual carriageway, so I need to change the way I'm driving now. So lots of learners don't know how to do that when they first start learning to drive. They can't switch between dual carriageway and side roads like this because they start going really fast on these kind of roads. But you see, there's much more going on here. There's people walking around, there's cars coming towards you close. On the dual carriageway is much faster speeds and everyone's going in the same direction, so there's less to think about. But on these kind of roads, you don't want to be going too fast, so you want to adapt how you drive from that side of the dual carriageway to these kind of roads. Just keeping it second at the moment, and I'm approaching the end of the road, so I'm going to start easing off the gas just gradually, and I'm going to turn left at the end. So position myself nice and early towards the left, because you see this road splits into two. Mirror, signal, make sure I'm in my lane properly, checking the right from early, be ready to stop if there's anyone there, but there's no one, I can carry on in second. So most roads are not going to be that open where you can see that far away that you can move off in or leave off in second. That road there is quite open, so I could leave it in second, but I was ready prepared to go into first if something was there. So these cars, it looks like they're going into that property, so I'm just going to go slowly. This is why you want to keep an eye out on people's signals and also keep a nice distance, because if you're driving too close and this car does that, you're going to have less time to react, and then you can end up being way too close to them. So make sure you give yourself a nice amount of space between you and the vehicle in front. So now it's nice and clear. I can go into third. I can see a car on the right trying to come out. There's also a zebra crossing just after that as well, so I'm going to deal with that as well. So I'm just going to check my center mirror and all my mirrors actually, but it's nice and clear. And then here, easing off the gas, maybe even braking a tiny bit just so I can control my speed down this hill. I was driving on that line there for a second because the parked cars were too close to me on the left there. Here I'm going to turn left at these lights, so mirror, signal. You notice I'm in the wrong lane to turn left. That's because there's a parked car over there. But now I can go into the left lane, check my mirror first, and then position myself in the left lane. If the light was green, even here, I wouldn't have gone forward. I would have stayed here, because if you look forward there, the only space available to stop is by the pedestrian section or by, you know, by the bike section. So I don't really want to be going forward there and blocking that section and then the light goes to red. The lights are changing. It's a bit downhill here, so I'm going to check this side as well, make sure no one's using the wrong lane to turn, but no one was doing that. So I can go straight into the right. I'll normally go aim for the left, but there's a bus lane there, and right now the time is the time where the bus lane is active, so I don't want to go into that lane. I can see this car next to me trying to join, so I'm going to creep forward a bit, but let him know that he can come in. What you don't want to do is just stop and let everyone that's behind him come in as well, because that's going to get frustrating for everyone behind you. So you can let someone in, but then show them by moving forward a bit that you're not letting everyone in. You notice that I was controlling my speed with my clutch, but now it's moving a bit faster. I can come off, and because I'm going really slowly in first, when it comes time to stop now, I'm going to put my clutch first and then brake really gently, because it's really slow anyway. There's no need for me to brake really hard, otherwise I'm going to stop too sharply. Just using my clutch control here, no gas. If your car requires gas for this, then use it, but this car doesn't need gas for that little slow move. It's almost like when you're parking, so you don't need to use any gas at all. So now I can see lots of cars moving. I think the light has changed to green now. It's a temporary light, so these lights usually take long, but now it looks like people are moving. But there's a strong chance that it's going to go red again for us. So just take my time. And there are going to be cars coming from the left, it looks like, and they're going to be trying to force their way in, because I think a lot of them would have been waiting a while as well. So we're going to see how we deal with that when we get there. Okay, so now the light is changing. You can start moving now. So you're going to see, remember I was telling you there's people from the left trying to join. I'm going to turn right at these next junction here, so mirror signal. When it's like this, it can be a bit confusing where to turn, but just look for where the opening is, and sometimes there'll be an arrow as well telling you where to actually turn, but this was nice and simple, and because that lane was partially closed, I can just go in the middle and then make my turn. So here, nice and slowly here, because you can see there's not much room, lots of traffic here, and sometimes you might get a motorbike or something coming up the wrong side, so be prepared for that as you're driving down. We've got a car reversing, doing a maneuver, and also cars coming down as well. So I'm just going to take my time, check my mirrors too, and then once it's out of my way, off my brake. But I'm not adding gas here because you see there's stationary traffic up there. I'm just going to use my brake again gently. I see the lights changing, but it looks like it's going to take too long for this van to move, so then I need to go into first. Some people will wait for the van to move and then brake more and more and more in second, and eventually the car will stall or start shaking loads. There has to be a point where you need to tell yourself, okay, these guys aren't moving, so now I need to go into first, otherwise the car will struggle. Okay, so this is a 30 road, and don't be tempted to speed up and keep up with everyone else around you. So these guys are moving off quite quickly. You don't need to do that. Just drive at your own pace. As long as you're doing a decent speed like this, you don't need to keep up with them and be right behind them the whole time. That's going to make driving a lot more dangerous for you and a lot more difficult. I see lots of them braking. I think it's a sharp bend ahead, so I'm going to keep my distance as well. Maybe we're thinking about going into second here because it's quite a sharp bend. So brake gently into second, bring my clutch up smoothly while I still got my foot on the brake, and then now going around the bend in second. Third would have been a bit difficult there to do that in because it would have been shaking a little bit because it's too slow for third and for that turn. Yeah, so nice and slow here. We've got a little hazard here. Hello. I think they were looking for help. So sometimes things like that happen where there's an unexpected hazard in the road, so just be mindful and go slower. Okay, so here this section gets really narrow. That's why you see those cars stopped out there. So I'm gonna go super slow. I think they're still waiting for us, so I'm gonna go. 2 cars can fit down here, but they're not comfortable to do that, so that's fine. I'm just gonna go through while they're away. And this is the test route, by the way, and lots of learners there that go too fast, even though it's really narrow. So if you can see that the space is getting smaller and smaller, don't increase your speed, reduce your speed. And if you're not sure about the space like those people were, maybe even stop, because the last thing you want is to go into a space and then realize afterwards that it's too narrow for 2 cars. And then you've got a sign there for a sharp bend. Get used to reading signs a lot, because signs will help you to drive. Yeah, they will give you a heads up of what's happening in the road. So this one, it's not really a turn, but the road bends towards the left, so we're just going to follow it around that way. And then into a road with speed bumps or road humps. And this section here is 20 now. So I'm just going to go slowly, make sure I don't go above 20. This van might start turning when you're reversing. So when people stop like that, sometimes they'll start reversing and turning, and then the front of the vehicle sticks out. So just be mindful of that when you're going around them. And then going downhill, it's very easy on a 20 to go too fast down here. So make sure that you're not using any gas when you're already going this sort of speed. Just use your brake to control how fast you're going down the hill. Yeah, we've got a bus coming from the left, but they should wait for us. Yeah. So it's coming a bit fast towards the junction, towards the giveaway line there, but I had my foot on the brake ready in case he made a mistake, but he saw us, so there's no need for me to panic and brake really hard. If he came out, then obviously I would have to take action, but don't panic in those cases and just hope that they're going to do the right thing, and then if they don't, then you brake. So now it's 30, I saw the sign there. Keeping it in second, I can see a car on the right, but it's got its indicator on turning this way, so I can carry on in second. If they were coming towards us, I would have gone into first, but because they were turning, I could leave it in second, checking both sides of the zebra crossing. Got this car going slowly in front of us. Not sure what they're doing, so if you're not sure what people are doing, don't get really close to them. Just give them space to do whatever they're doing, so that you don't, end up getting in any issues with them. They're pulling over, so I'm gonna check my mirror, signal. I'm gonna look for a nice safe space. I'm not gonna brake too hard. I want to give these people behind me time to adjust to my slowing down and pulling over, and then make sure I don't block any driveways as well. Clutch down all the way, come to a nice smooth stop, handbrake on, neutral, and then relax and cancel my signal. So thanks so much for watching that video. Please make sure you subscribe to our channel for more videos like this. I'll see you in the next time. Bye.